Welcome back in. Thanks for joining us on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Riley Jensen sitting in for DJ. I want to read you a quote about Kirk Ferentz, the longtime coach at Iowa, who is the most tenured coach in college football. I think Kyle Whittingham is number 2 as far as that goes. But he said about the growing imbalance Big Ten is having their football meetings in Chicago this week. When we went to the Rose Bowl in 1981, the 13 years prior, there were 2 teams that went to the Rose Bowl from the Big Ten. So basically everybody was lining up in August for 3rd place. If we're not careful, we're going to get that kind of imbalance in college football. That's just how I see it. And I think he's talking about money. And earlier this week we saw that Ohio State is going to get patch sponsorship that they'll put, I guess, somewhere on their jerseys, up by their shoulder pads probably, with J.P. Morgan Chase for $17 million annually. And then we saw that Notre Dame is going to do a deal with SoFi that's going to be worth between $18 and $20 million. So there's talk of the haves and the have-nots with this money situation. And it does work a little bit of both ways, as I think we've seen. We've all known that there's some schools that have been paying for a long time. And we saw the SEC do that. And we had Jay Hill talking about why would anybody leave Alabama? You're not going to get more money and you're going to win and all that stuff. And now with the money, you can go someplace else, maybe get more playing time and money. So are we going to have an exclusive club that's going to be reliant on money? Texas Tech hadn't won a league ever, literally, in football. And then they win it last year. And the year before, they hadn't won more than 8 games since Mike Leach, which was 15, 20 years earlier. And now they're dominated last year, only had 1 loss, and expected to be all that again this year because they got a couple of guys pumping in untold amounts of money into their program. You wonder how the fan base is going to receive it. How's it going to accept it? I'm talking about the general fan base. If it's your fan base and they're paying, you're going to love it because it's going to win, and fans don't care about the money. They just want to see your team win, and that's all that matters to them as long as they're doing it in an ethical manner. And right now, paying players is ethical. So with that in mind, what do you think, man? Is it going to get worse or going to get better? How's it going to play out?
I actually think that it evens it all out. And look, I appreciate the comments by Kirk Ferentz, and he's worried about Iowa,
of course,
the University of Iowa.
If he had a sugar daddy, he wouldn't be worried about it.
It's actually his pitch to the boosters. It's his clever way of saying, we don't have enough money, guys. Bring it in. It's a lot better than what your Arizona State coach is doing every time where he's like, I know we got a billionaire somewhere in this valley here in Phoenix. He's done it like 6 times now.
He needs to do it 7 times. He needs to do it 8 times. He needs to do it 9 times.
Obnoxious. I think
sure, but that's the reality of it.
No, I know.
Would you rather have the truth or would you rather backdoor it?
Kirk Ferentz is telling the truth. It's just the approach that I like. No.
I want the truth.
Okay. So,
and you with Dillingham, you can't handle the truth.
You're just a little sensitive right now because I picked on your Devils.
I appreciate what he's begging for money.
He is begging.
I threw a 5 spot on him.
Look.
I gave him a $5 bill when we were down in Dallas a couple weeks ago.
Shook his hand, gave him a $100 bill.
5. I said, I used to tell him, they called me in 1987, and they said, hey, we need some money for the school. I said, well, you went to the Rose Bowl. I'll give you $25. And I told him, I said, you go to the Rose Bowl again, I'll up it to 30.
That's nice of you.
And they haven't been back since.
Oh, they went back.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, they went back once with Jake
I
gave him 30.
Give him 30? Okay.
And I thought they had that win, dude. I thought they had that.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't speak.
Freaking Joe Germain.
I hate it. I told Joe Germain, I hate your guts.
Dude, I didn't play against Joe Germain, but I have like some circles with him because he played at Scottsdale Community College and I played at Snow. And there's some couple of players that I knew from Scottsdale.
Yeah, and the Devils wanted him at defensive back. He wanted to be a quarterback.
I told Joe that he ruined some good feelings that I had going for Arizona State.
I hated him.
Because I loved Jake. I loved watching Jake in college.
He coached or he played the indoor football up here. So I got to
that's right. He was with the Blaze for me.
Yeah, I told him I hated his guts. I think he's back down in the Valley coaching high school ball.
So here's why I think that it evens out and that I think Coach Ferentz is a little bit wrong in the way that he's saying this. Let's take Jacob Rodriguez, star linebacker for Texas Tech last year.
Yeah.
Unbelievable player. Okay, really, really good football player. I mean, that guy was all over the field against BYU.
Heart and soul of that team.
All over the field against the University of Utah. Amazing player. That guy is second or third string at Alabama for his whole career in the past. Second or third string. Maybe never sniffs the field, but stays at Alabama, tells everybody he played for Alabama. He comes back. He's still a hometown hero, even though he got minimal playing time at Alabama.
I understand.
But the reason why we know Jacob Rodriguez is because he got paid good money to go to Texas Tech. And Texas Tech is a really good football team because they have oil money to pay people now.
Sure. Well, good for them.
But
how does that even it out?
That
just helps Texas Tech.
Well, but there's 4 billionaires within 20 miles of BYU that are donating money to BYU, so that evens that one out. And then
but if
you
have the money, you win. How does that even it out? That evens it out against Alabama. That's always the standard. Alabama.
Well, it evens it out against Michigan. It evens it out against Ohio State. It evens it out against Florida. It evens it out against Georgia.
So
because they don't get to stockpile
5 more teams.
They don't get to stockpile 15 players that could have been really big stars on every other team.
Great. So you let 5 more in. That doesn't even it out. Even it out means you got 50.
More than 5.
I got 50.
There's more than 5.
I'm making a point. So there's 10. Whoop-de-freaking-do.
That's more balanced than we used to have.
But that doesn't even it out. Now you've moved the goalpost. But you've gone from more balance to even it out.
But it's going the right. It's going the right direction, and it's going to even out.
It is not.
People are going to get more money.
That's not. No, they're going to give more money in the short term. And I've used this example, and DJ, we've cited it. The Eagles throw their name on the building, and it sits there for 25 years. Well, you got to go every single year, and not everybody's going to win every single year. And these teams, they're going to get these donors are going to get tired. I'm not going to get this money every year.
Well, yeah, I am.
Just to win a couple of football games.
Here's why. Here's why.
No.
Because now they have more access to those players than they've ever had. If I'm the guy that's in charge of the NIL that pays Cam Reiser, I get more access to him. He's at my house. Sorry. Right.
I was going to say rising.
Sorry, guys. Come on.
Riser.
Come on. You knew what I meant. So now I have access to him. He actually gets to come over for Sunday dinner to my house.
That's sick.
It is sick. But that's why people give money, because they're sick.
But asking him to do it over and over and over and over.
Well, but over and over and over again, it's just another quarterback or another wide receiver. For the rest of my life,
it's not.
I get to be good friends with the main players.
Who did you just cite? You didn't cite a receiver or quarterback. You cited Jacob Rodriguez, a third-string linebacker at Alabama, according to your own words that came out of your mouth. And he
was a star at Texas Tech.
Right.
We bring him in. I get to have him over at dinner. He gets to shake hands with my kid, play catch with my kid. I love that memory. I don't care how much it costs.
Right. And then they got wiped.
And then the next year.
And they got wiped.
And then the next year it's
playoff.
Will Hammond. And the next year. Oh, you think Texas Tech's not ever going to get into the national championship game the way they're going right now?
No.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
Well, yes, they are. No, they're not. Yes, they are.
Why do you say no?
Because they're in Lubbock, Texas.
So?
And
we just had Bloomington, Indiana.
Hey,
right, but that ain't Lubbock, Texas.
You would live in Lubbock, Texas right now if they were paying him $1 million a year to do sports radio.
Sure, but they can get somebody.
Players are the same way.
Right, but they can get that money somewhere else because it's just going to go up and up. Kyle Whittingham's talking about it. He just said it this week.
Why?
We're going to have $50 million rosters next year.
You think Baton Rouge is a better place to live than freaking Lubbock?
No, LSU's a better program than Lubbock.
Right now.
Historically. And
right.
Yeah, and I do think it's a better
evening
place.
out.
No, it's even.
That's
Texas,
my point.
Yeah,
That's my point.
Texas Tech is evening out. I'll give you that. But you're still having a select few. You're having a difference between the haves and the have-nots. And the haves,
but the have-nots were
have
never
been
gonna-
SC,
Utah State.
Those guys will still be there. Then you let in Vandy, you let in Texas Tech, you let in Indiana. Who the heck else is getting let in? BYU, except
Utah,
they're not going to have the
Utah.
money. Utah's not going to have the money of Texas Tech.
They have an investment group now.
Good for them. Then if that works, everybody will have an investment group.
Right, and it'll even all out.
But you won't have this. And if everybody has the same amount of money, then it's going to go
Then
right
it's
back to this.
even.
No, it's not. Because
Then it's even. If they all have the same amount of money, it's now even. And then it becomes who coaches better.
it's the same amount of money among the elite. It's not the same amount of money among UTEP.
You know how
it's not the same amount of
wanna
money
know-
of Iowa State.
you wanna
it's
know
not the
how I'm
same
right?
amount of money at Iowa, according to the 72-year-old.
You want to know why I'm right?
Because I do.
Because you're
it's
yelling at
unimaginable.
me.
I'm talking.
You're talking over the top of me.
Because it's my show. I'm an East Coast dude who talks passionately.
That condescending New Jersey.
I didn't want to use it, but you
freaking
forced me.
See how you talk to West Coasters? This is how you do it.
You forced me.
Yeah, no,
you
because
forced
you
me
know
to
I'm
pull
right.
rank.
I forced you to yell at me
I
because
didn't
you
want
know
to
I'm
pull
right.
rank.
You know I'm
no,
right.
I had to be heard because you were screaming.
I was not
There's a difference
screaming.
between yelling and screaming. I was talking passionately. You were screaming.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, I know
You sound
exactly.
like my
Only I
wife.
said worse.
Sound like my wife.
It's still Kirk has got this issue here, and he's asking for money, but he's in his 70s, so
Poor
he's
Kirk's
out the
been
door.
making millions of dollars for
know.
years at Iowa.
But he wants to win. Everybody wants to win.
He doesn't want to win. He wants more money.
Well, that's one and the same. Money equals. And like BYU, they had to pay up to keep Kalani and his people, or else they were going to lose because Penn State was going to pay more money. Eventually, somebody's going to pay more money, and the more money you pay,
I don't feel bad for Kirk Ferentz.
No, neither do I. But it's about the institution of college football, and where are we going there?
He's doing just fine. Iowa's doing great.
Right, but he's playing for third place. Only now he's playing for fifth place because they let in Oregon.
In Indiana?
And Indiana's got guys like Mark Cuban, and they got their jollies by winning, and they tasted that. And that's, I told you, winning is the ultimate intoxication. I told you that on Monday, and that'll never change.
No,
and that's why people want
fame.
to do it.
It's fame.
It's winning. Man, winning brings all the issues and all the joys that you want.
What do people that win and have money actually really want?
To win and get more money.
No, they get bored with it. They want power.
They want
power
and
after that.
It only comes through winning. How did Mark Cuban get to have that? Because the Mavericks became a winning organization, and he got to the top. If he would go, Donald Sterling had it with the Clippers. He had more money than anybody, and they sucked year after year after year.
Yeah, because he wanted to run like a company that was actually
But he got no fame for it. It comes through winning. What did Jerry Buss, who was just a land developer in LA,
he just measured winning different.
Winning gives you that fame. It gives you that, you get to be the jock sniffer. You get the 20-year-old come over to your house for dinner and you're 60. Whoop-de-freaking do. Who cares about that? But that's what they want. I agree with you on that. They are. BYU guy used to call them jock sniffers. They'd be around. I saw a guy, I didn't see it. I was told somebody went into BYU's locker room after a game and told a coach who they should play because he gave money. Yeah, John Huntsman, the great John Huntsman, who's done phenomenal work. He's deceased now, did phenomenal work for so many great things, the cancer and yada, yada, on and on and on. And he got access to Don Nelson and NBA people through Majerus. That's what they want.
Yeah, no,
and that's what they get. So they're going to keep giving money. There's going to be a bunch of schools that can't give money. Your Utah State is going to get even more devalued. They're not going to get higher. They're going to fall further behind.
But it doesn't matter which system they were in. They're not valued.
Yeah, but yet when Gary Anderson was there,
but-
and they had the top 20 team.
But
you love that season.
But if there was one billionaire that could pay for them, they'd be valued.
Right. Yes. Talk about making my point. Yes.
Well, but that makes it. But
that doesn't even it out.
It does.
Utah State is going to fall further behind. That's a fact.
right now.
And in 5 years, in 10 years,
in 10
and
years,
they got
a
that one
billionaire,
dude who gives all the money.
Jimmy Lobb.
Yeah. But, and that's not enough. You
No,
need
it's not.
more than that.
Right.
Yeah. So you're
So
just
they
going to
gotta
create.
find 'em.
You're going to create. How about you put some modifications? The coaches are telling us. Kyle's saying we need guardrails.
This is a
He's at Michigan, and they burn money in the winter to stay warm.
This is a socialist idea that you've got going on right now.
I didn't
Even it
vote for
out.
that guy. Don't you slap that on me.
Even it out. Make sure everybody gets some. That's what you're doing right now. That's what you're
Guardrails.
doing.
But yet
you call them guardrails. They call it common sense.
Common sense, and we're going to find out how much. And you're in the psychology of it.
I can't believe that you hate. The fact.
I hate you.
I can't believe that you hate a good, strong, capitalistic society.
No, I want to see what the youths are able to do by identify and develop. Now it's identify, develop, and pay.
It's capitalism.
Pay. But and
you want socialism.
All the negatives that are going to come from
capitalism.
this, you just wait. When we see these guys who
survival of the fittest.
They don't know how to read or write, but they got all this money, they got all these hanger-oners, and all these people that want to come to them, and we're already having child support. You already told me a story of a college kid who has to freaking pay child support, and he's paying. Do we need college kids having to pay child support?
If they
Is
make
that
money,
really where we want to go?
If they make money, they better pay their child support.
And that's in the best interest of the infant, right? That to get where he or she comes into this world by not with a husband and wife, by somebody who's paying child support at 18 years old. That's really good for society. I hope we have more of that.
You're blaming that on NIL?
It's going to happen because it happened in the look at all these people in professional sports that have to pay child support.
It's better that kid is actually getting child support than nothing under the old system. Because the kid would have just been on scholarship.
Pair of dirty socks, it's better that I have 2 pair of dirty socks. That's what you're comparing it to.
No, that's not the same. That's not apples to apples.
It's apples to
oranges.
No,
yeah,
I nailed it.
No, you didn't.
All the stuff the problems that are going to come with money.
You've been yelling this whole segment. I am so right now, and it really bothers you that you're not for a capitalistic society.
Right, because
that you're for
painting
socialism.
me as so left.
Because you're socialist.
Next, you're one step away from calling me a communist, and I voted for Reagan both times.
Listen, communism is just
Reagan,
Communism is just well-developed socialism.
Look at you.
That's all it is.
I'm going to 2 things right now. I'm going to go to break, and I'm going to go to the bathroom and throw up because of what you just said. That's unheard of.
I just can't believe
on my show,
an established
25
capitalist,
years into
an
it,
established
and you're talking
guy
about
that loves a roaring economy in America is cheering for socialism in college football.
No, you know what I'm cheering for?
I just can't believe
I'm
that.
cheering for a billionaire to come to the Devils, and when they get that, I'm cheering for 2 billionaires.
That's socialism.
And when they get that, I want 3 billionaires.
Why are you upset about it then? That's a beautiful thing for your school.
It's socialism, but you're the one who's telling me this is going to even it out. That makes, as my buddy in high school once said, a hell of a sense. 97.5.
What does that have to do with the price of tea in
Sports
China?
Zone. We'll get you caught up on what we missed, and hopefully Riley will have repented and set up a meeting for Tuesday night with his ecclesiastical authority, and we can square this away
came over
right
last
now.
night. Don't worry.
You need to go there.
No, listen.
Well, yeah, that was
like
with the
your
initial guy.
religion,
Now you need to go to the 12 at a higher
like
level.
your religion, I paid for a cell of indulgence that paid for future sins before I even got here.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, come join me because you're going to be down there.
Storm clouds are looming overhead right now.
Stay with us right here on 97.5 the KSL Sports Zone.